Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt bans Associated Press from Oval Office, what you need to know. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the media world, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has made the shocking decision to ban the Associated Press from the Oval Office. But why? What does this mean for the future of press freedom and the relationship between the media and the White House? Stay tuned to find out. In a stunning move that has sent shockwaves through the media world, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has officially banned the Associated Press (AP) from accessing the Oval Office. The decision, which many are calling an unprecedented move in modern political history, has raised questions about media transparency, the role of the press in holding power accountable, and the growing tensions between the current administration and major news outlets. The announcement was made during a routine press briefing, where Caroline Leavitt, a vocal advocate for a more controlled media narrative, expressed her frustration with the app's recent coverage of the administration's policies. Leavitt, who has garnered attention for her hardline approach to media relations, cited concerns about bias, misrepresentation, and inaccurate reporting in some of the app's recent stories as the primary reasons behind the ban. Leavitt's ban comes just days after the AP published a critical report detailing alleged discrepancies in the administration's handling of key policy issues. The report, which questioned the effectiveness of certain White House strategies, ignited a firestorm of debate and was seen by some as a catalyst for Leavitt's dramatic move. The Associated Press, one of the largest and most respected news organizations in the world, has always prided itself on providing unbiased, fact-based journalism. The decision to ban the outlet from such a high-profile space, like the Oval Office, has sparked immediate backlash from journalists and media analysts alike. Many argue that the move undermines the fundamental principles of press freedom and sets a dangerous precedent for future administrations. Freedom of the press is widely regarded as one of the cornerstones of democracy, and for many, this ban raises troubling questions about how the government will interact with independent media moving forward. Leavitt, who has made a name for herself as a press secretary unafraid to challenge the status quo, defended the ban by claiming that the app's coverage was irresponsible and misleading. She emphasized that the White House is committed to a transparent and open dialogue with the American people, but that, not all media outlets, adhere to the standards of journalistic integrity expected. The AP, on the other hand, responded swiftly, calling the ban a direct attack on press freedom. A statement from the app's executive editor condemned the action, stating, "We believe in the right of journalists to access the White House and report the facts to the American people. This ban is an unacceptable limitation on that right and will be challenged." This move is just the latest in a series of tensions between the current White House and the media. In recent months, several journalists have raised concerns about increasing restrictions on access and lack of transparency in the administration's communications with the press. Leavitt's decision has only intensified these concerns, especially among reporters who rely on direct access to the Oval Office for coverage of major developments and decisions. Political commentators have weighed in, arguing that the move could have long-term consequences for the relationship between the White House and the media. Some speculate that this ban could spark further divisions between the government and traditional news outlets, potentially emboldening alternative media sources while deepening distrust in mainstream journalism. The ban on the Associated Press raises serious questions about the future of media access to the White House, particularly for outlets that are seen as critical of the administration. If Leavitt's actions are any indication, we may be entering a new era of tightened media control in Washington. With the AP now blocked from accessing the Oval Office, many are wondering which other news organizations might be next. Will other mainstream outlets like the New York Times or CNN face similar restrictions? And how will this shift affect the broader landscape of American journalism? This move is already being watched closely by political observers, media watchdogs, and journalists across the globe. As the story continues to unfold, it's clear that this is a development that could reshape the way the press interacts with those in power for years to come. What do you think about this bold decision to block the AP from the Oval Office? Is this a sign of greater media control, or a justified action? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news.